Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect
think you
me.
are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this chair in your face. Don't disrespect me.
As Daniel Dubois will make the first defense of his IBF heavyweight title against two-time former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua.
I know who the this guy thinks he's talking to.
No.
Before they meet in the ring, they meet here face-to-face with their promoters. This is AJ versus Dubois. This is face-off. Gents.
What's up, guys? It's Clown Fight here, guys. Today I'm excited for this one, guys. Been waiting a while. So this is going to be the Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois face-off. Now I'm just going to review it. I'm going to watch it along with you guys, and I'm going to give you my take. Look at the body language, look at the mindsets of both fighters, and as this goes along, I'm going to give you my breakdown. So don't be annoyed that I keep pausing the video, guys. If you want to watch the full video, go to the Zone Boxing. You can watch the full video. This is not going to be the full video interrupted. It's going to be a lot of me talking and pausing. The reason I'm going to be talking is I want to break down what each fighter is saying, where their mindset's at, and then give you my live reaction as I do. So those people that get annoyed, if you don't want to see this, go watch the full video on the Zone. This is not the full video. This is a breakdown and analysis by myself, Clown Fighter. Let's get straight into it.
Here we are, with promoters as well, which is a bit different, not used.
So straight away, guys, look at this. Just look at the sight, guys, of AJ. AJ looks locked in. Guy looks like he's at a business meeting. Eddie Hearn looks like, I got the A side. I got the A side. That's all Eddie Hearn says. But AJ locked in, focused, watch on, vest on, tank top. This guy's not fucking about.
I want to start with you, Frank. You have the champion now. Congratulations, Daniel Dubois, elevated IBF heavyweight champion after I fought a magnificent win over Filip Hrgović. Well done, best win of your career. He's your guy, Frank. You've been asking for this fight for a while, even though Tyson Fury was low.
So Daniel Dubois there, guys, looks a bit gullible as he usually does. Not saying that's just Daniel Dubois' demeanor. Comes in a, I was about to say tuxedo, but it's not tuxedo. It's coming with a three-piece suit. He's forgot the blazer. He may have left it outside, but he looks suited and booted, and sitting there with Mr. Frank Warren, looking a little bit smug as he stares across the table to AJ.
In the background, you've always said, this is the man to beat this man. Why?
I think he's the young guy. I think he's matured, and over the last few years, he's had some great experience, and it's all gelling for him. He's had two really good performances in his last two fights against fighters who had come to fight, strong guys. One of the fighters was an avoided fighter in Hrgović. You know, in the trade, everybody was saying he's one of the best heavyweights out there, and he broke Hrgovic's heart and done a job with him. And this is going to be a good fight. You know, I've got a lot of respect.
Just look how AJ still sitting there, guys, with that same demeanor, guys. AJ is not fucking about, guys. That's the best way I can put this. AJ is not here to play any fucking games. The guy's sitting there. He's just staring across the... well, he's not even staring. He looks ready, business-like. Eddie Hearn, he was even a bit composed, but let's carry on.
AJ, with what he's done, he's a two-time world champion. He's on a roll of 4 wins. He's got a new trainer, as has Daniel. And all the stars are aligning for this to be a tremendous, tremendous fight. There's no doubt about that. But I just feel that youth will come through. And for me, this is a battle of the heart and the minds. That's what it's going to be, the heart and the minds. Because somebody in there, when they're throwing those jabs, somebody's going to dominate. And once they start dominating, it's going to have who's got the mental resilience to find their plan B, because that's going to be needed.
So interesting what Frank Warren just said there, guys. He goes, this is going to be a battle of the hearts and minds. So once the jabs start landing, guys, who's going to have the resilience to find the plan B? So from what that means to me, guys, is something's going to go down in this fight where someone's going to get fucked. Let's be straight. There's no other word away from it. Someone's going to get fucked in this fight. I know I don't like using language like this, guys. It's not analytical. But the best word I can use is someone's going to get fucked in this fight. What that means is, guys, someone's going to get hit with the overhand. You're probably going to see the leg shake, buckle, and someone's going to start dancing, whether that's AJ or whether that's Dubois. And what Frank Warren is basically saying, when that happens, who's going to be able to implement the plan B? AJ might come out technical, tactical. The movement might be there. He might be doing everything right, guys. He might even be keeping Dubois on the back foot. and he just gets clipped over the head, and AJ starts dancing. When that pressure gets put on AJ, is he going to be able to hack it? Is he going to be able to stay in there? Is he going to be able to pull out his plan B? He wasn't able to pull out his plan B against Andy Ruiz. He wasn't able to do it, guys. He tried, and then he was stopped. Now, is Dubois going to go down on one knee? Is Dubois going to quit when AJ puts it on him and AJ puts him in the corner? And AJ's punches are going to be harder than anyone's ever landed. Is Dubois going to go in the corner and start crying? Is he going to just stay down and not get up? We're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out.
I'll come to you first before we speak to both fighters. Look, with AJ, there's always a case of so many fights could be on the table, right? Some people thought this could be Cabial. Some people thought maybe Joseph Parker. Zhili Zhang was mentioned. Why Daniel Dubois?
The belt, you know. I mean, you got a guy here that's only ever chased legacy, only ever chased performance from himself, you know, achievement, and the belt's everything. It's the worst time to fight Anthony Joshua, I think, of his whole career. He has the skill, he has the experience, and being back here, it's like being home. You know, we've got such amazing memories.
Just a quick pause there. Eddie Hearn just said it's the worst time possible to fight Anthony Joshua. It's the worst time. So that implies, guys, AJ's at top form.
Is this place, and like when you walk out, you're going to see something special. Only certain people can control that emotion. We've done it for us. It's like bread and butter. You know, when he boxed Klitschko, it's the biggest night in the history of British boxing. Povetkin, you know, dangerous fights. And Daniel's earned this shot. You know, he's been very impressive. I've been ringside for his last 2 fights. You know, people wrote him off.
So Eddie Hearn's just talking about how AJ's got the experience for Vladimir Klitschko. Povetkin has been on this stage many times, guys. It's nothing new to AJ. And then he's talking about Dubois now. He goes, a lot of people wrote Dubois off.
People wrote AJ off. Look at them now. 2 Brits fighting for the world heavyweight title in front of 100,000 at Wembley. But look, big respect for the other team, but this guy's on another level right now. And this is just part of the destiny and the plan ahead.
AJ, we've spoken a few times, and it's always been a case of next man up, right? Regardless of the name, next man up.
So Eddie Hearn there basically says AJ's on another level, respect to the next team, but AJ is just on another level. Could be right.
Does it matter that there is the IBF heavyweight title on the line? Does it matter becoming a three-time world champion? Or does it matter just get those wins?
Get the wins.
Yeah?
Yeah.
3-time doesn't inspire you?
Oh, yeah, silently it does. I've got the belts plastered around my room. Not the ones that I fought for, but small little token ones, just to keep my mind in tune with what the goal is. But just him. I don't focus on the belt, just him.
So AJ's not even messing about, guys. AJ doesn't give a shit about the belts right now. He goes, the focus is just Daniel Dubois. That's it. Good mindset, guys. Is not really focused on becoming a 3-time. Not really worried about it. It will happen naturally. Mindset looks sharp, but he goes, I'm just focused on Daniel Dubois, and he stares across the table to Daniel Dubois.
Daniel, as I said at the top, congratulations. IBF heavyweight champion. Incredible performance against Filip Hrgović.
Just notice how AJ goes back into his shell as soon as he's asked, as soon as he said what he needed to say. AJ stares over at Dubois. Dubois' demeanor still looks a little bit, you know, I don't want to say scared, but like just Dubois being Dubois. And then watch how AJ goes back into his shell, into his business mode, stature.
Heavyweight champion.
AJ just puts his hands together, puts his chin back on the table. He wants to see what Dubois is going to say.
Incredible performance against Filip Hrgović. Some have questioned some things about you, right? Your resilience. People have said he quits, things I completely disagree with. You've showed people now in your life.
Dubois, a scratch of the chin about when he says you quit. And look at Frank Warren's face as well, a bit annoyed when the quit was mentioned.
2 fights. You are the real deal. You are coming into your best, right?
Of course, I was speaking about before, I was in a dark place and I was going through some stuff, but I feel like I've been resurrected now, and I'm in the light again and I'm ready to fight. And he's been the king for a while, and he's been the king for a long time in fact. But you know what? I feel like it's my time, and I'm a kingslayer, and I've got to do that again.
Just watch there, guys, how Daniel Dubois stomped his hand on the table. It was a silent stomp, but guys, it was still a stomp. What that's showing, that guys, he's trying to silently smugly show authority here to AJ. Now, a lot of people might not see too much big in what he just done there. You could see he goes, he's been the king for a while, but I've got to show why I'm the king slayer. He did a little stomp there, and he put his hand back down. Like, he's not trying to be too arrogant, but he's kind of letting AJ know he's not really here to fuck about. Also, how he said in the past, guys, he was going through some dark places. He's now seen the light again. He's felt like he's resurrected. I think he's a Christian, and I think he's I don't know if he's talking about his faith or whatnot, but he is saying here that he feels resurrected, same way AJ feels resurrected from the dark room when he had to go through the Usyk tribulation. So both these guys have gone through some mental battles, and it looks like they're coming through it. But let's carry on. Frank Warren likes what he's seeing from Dubois.
To that, Frank, that mentality shift. Obviously, Don Charles has been out.
Watch out, AJ just sits there, guys, with his hands still on his chin and just analysing both of these characters. AJ is just thinking it through.
The team, and you can see that Don Charles has clearly done something with Daniel.
Now, a lot of people class Daniel Dubois as a Dumbo. The guy just doesn't know what he's doing. He's looking left. He's like a elephant type of guy, guys. No, I don't want to say elephant, but like the guy's slow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Well, let's just carry on with this. Obviously, the two demeanors of both characters are a little bit different. AJ is a bit more business-like. Dubois doesn't really care. Like, he doesn't want to be. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't want to be here, but he's just looking at walls and he's not really too interested. It looks like, but when he's asked a question, he's answering it.
Oh, but there's still that thing is lurking behind the scenes where people say if the going gets tough, Daniel Dubois won't get going.
The first 2 rounds of Hrgovic, how many right-handers did he catch with?
So Frank Warren questions Daniel Dubois right now. In the first round of Hrgovic, how many right-handers did you hit you with? Daniel Dubois looks over to AJ or Eddie Hearn and puts a smile on his face. It's not a good thing, Daniel Dubois. You shouldn't be laughing at this shit. This is not a good thing. It's a piss take, really, but let's see what it says.
Hey? I mean, I was getting off watching how many right-handers he got caught with, and we've been talking about it. That's resistance.
So you can see that look on Dubois' face, guys, just right there. Smug, but doesn't like what's going on with the right hands.
You know, I still think, I'm going to bang on about Usyk. He gave Usyk his toughest fight up until the fight with Tyson. That was...
So Dubois goes, he gave Usyk his toughest fight until the fight with Tyson. Frank Warren goes, Dubois gave Usyk his toughest fight up until the fight with Tyson. Watch what AJ does here, guys. AJ psycho analyzes Frank Warren here, and watch how he looks over to Eddie Hearn when he says this shit to him. Watch this, guys.
A tough night for Usyk at the end of the day, and then...
Look at this. AJ looks over to Eddie Hearn, puts his eyebrows up, hears that Daniel Dubois gave Usyk his hardest challenge. And AJ looks over to Eddie Hearn. Do you know what AJ's thinking here? AJ's thinking, hang on. Tyson Fury took Usyk 12 rounds. Tyson Fury got stopped in the 9th round, technically survived with a standing 8 count. Guy was nearly finished. Daniel Dubois got stopped by Usyk, got dropped, didn't get up. Me, Anthony Joshua, went 24 rounds with the guy. Yes, didn't win many rounds, but went 24 rounds with the guy. Looks towards Eddie Hearn like these lot think they were tougher they gave a tougher fight to Usyk than me. Watch this.
Unfortunately, what happened.
The guy was laughing. AJ is laughing even inside. AJ is laughing at that, guys. That comment from Frank Warren. AJ is laughing at it, saying, mate, you gave up in the fight. I didn't give up. Tyson Fury almost got knocked out. He survived through the skin of his teeth, through the referee. AJ's laughing internally like, mate, out of all of us who fought Usyk, I've gone 24 rounds. I've probably given him the best fight. I reckon that's what AJ's thinking.
I think that was more about the frustration.
So look, AJ's like, mate, stop chatting shit. This is what AJ's doing here. AJ's putting his fucking hands. Because obviously, I'm analysing the body language. I've got to look at this from a thorough point of view. AJ's had enough of what Frank Warren's chatting. In my opinion, AJ's thinking, Frank Warren, stop chatting shit, man. You're chatting a load of nonsense here. Stop saying Daniel Dubois was the toughest fight for fucking Usyk. Mate, he hit This is AJ. I don't know if it's a low blow or whatever. That's about it. Low blow or body shot, whatever. I personally thought it was a body shot, but forget about that. But after that, Daniel Dubois did nothing, and he got stopped. I think it was a jab or something to Daniel Dubois' face, and he never got up. Daniel Dubois quit in the Usyk fight. Let's be honest, guys. Daniel Dubois quit in the Usyk fight. AJ is putting his hands on his fucking face, thinking, mate, that's the toughest fight Usyk gave. Someone who quit. AJ doesn't want to hear this nonsense.
What was going on with the referee?